All right, Coach, we are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Houston Texans and the Jacksonville Jaguars. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20.
Check, watch 54, watch 54. Too low, go. Check, go get him.
Now a first carry for Lamar Miller. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
This is Miller. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down. So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. From the gun, here's Watson. And that will be incomplete. It was Quincy Williams with a tight coverage there. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Good blocking there. Nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Throwing on 1st down is Minshew. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Got it.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
Hey, 4-1's Mike. Watch the slant. 41 Mike. They go.
Looking to throw it. Minshew. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Gary and Conley. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You got to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
From just shy of midfield, Watson looking for Stills here, and it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. Now a give right side. It's done. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
A first carry for Samaje Perine. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
Back in the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. That's the third time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from him. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the first quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead. They go for it on 4th and goal, but that winds up incomplete. There defensively to knock it away was the safety, Justin Reed. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. Doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
After the penalty, it's Miller. And he will lose yardage here back to his own 6. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now it's Watson. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. A first down there on a pickup of 25. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's Watson. Going deep here for Stills. And that's caught inside the 35. And the ball is knocked out, and the Jags grab it. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free. Anything you can do to slow them.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DJ Reader. What an effort from him on that play. Big tackle for a loss of 11. After the sack on 1st down, Minshew. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad. If he got you the football, gave you a great opportunity, you got to cash in and get some points.
That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. They'll pass up a field goal attempt. It would have been a 45-yarder. Now they'll go for it on 4th. They'll look to throw. And Ingram hauls it in. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars. Here's Minshew. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
To throw again on 2nd down. Minshew. It's caught here by Adams. And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7. Give him 7 on the play, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
90 Wolf. Check 31, check 31.
They'll run it here with Pirine. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. They'll go to Pirine, try to pound it in. And he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line. No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. Samaje Pirine, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. And Lambeau go now. After the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They're probably lucky to only be down 7-0 as they come up 1st and 10. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan first down.
Set, 19, 54. 2 points down, coming. Mike by 4, Mike by 4, Mike by 4. I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to come back to you. Right there.
On 1st and 10, Watson, flush to his right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had to fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route.
Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Defensive end gets in there that time. They were in a 4-3. What's the responsibility of the ends versus the tackles there, Charles?
Well, most of the time when you talk about the ends, they're your pass rushers. They're the guys that you turn loose to try and get to the guy who's going to throw the football. The tackles, usually more of the run-stuffing variety. But the way this game is advanced, you're wanting a little bit of everything out of all of your guys. But let's just go ahead and break it down and make it simple. The guy who's the right defensive end versus a right-handed quarterback, that's the blind side. He's going after the quarterback. He's going to put him on the ground.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left. We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the... He's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain of 32 that time. Now a play fake here on 1st down. That one complete. He finds Sharp. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Back-to-back plays of right around 30 yards, and the field position has totally been flipped. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Easy to tell who they're targeting on this drive. He caught the first 2 passes, but then this time unable to hook up.
But I don't think that stops them from continuing to go back to him, do you?
No.
I mean, they've got a plan. They're trying to execute it.
And after that second catch, I saw him in the huddle. He said, hey, let's go back one more time. Didn't work there. The first carry for Josh Adams. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. That'll go as a loss of 5. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Ready? 18, Gator. 55, Mike. Let's go.
So 3rd and long, here's Minshew. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Whitney Merciless barreling in for the sack. From the gun, Minshew to throw. And the pass is intercepted. He was looking for Ingram. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. But he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. So they go on 4th down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
Probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
That's fielded in the end zone.
Let's go.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that, and thus far they've been successful.
Minshew throwing on 3rd down. He'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville. This quarterback now 6 of 17 throwing the ball, only 35%, but he does have a 1st and 10. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. Now Minshew on 1st and 10. And a loose football. And the Texans scoop it. There he goes left side. And they will bring this one back. A fumble return for a Texans touchdown. And he has great speed, defensive back speed. Once he got it and took off, there was no catching him.
And I know every team tells you to hustle no matter what the play, but there was no chance of catching him. Maybe if it had been a defensive tackle running with the ball, but not in this case.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. That'll be taken in the end zone. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them. The coaches from all the way up here, they were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. On 2nd down, Minshew. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 43. Now Minshew. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. The former 1st-round pick, Vernon Hargreaves, the one who was there defensively. What a difference a week makes. Last week he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number. Not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense has spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good plan to try and chip away at his timing.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. but the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Again, Minshew looking to throw. And that is incomplete. So 4th down coming. We still haven't seen a punt yet. At least here, they're in a reasonable spot to go for it.
This I can understand. Some of the others, not so much.
Now look at this. 4th and 12, and they're going to line up to go for it. It'll be Minshew again. Finds his tight end Ingram. That pickup goes for 25. What a flip of the script from 4th down to 1st. This quarterback now over 200 yards already in this first half. It's 1st and 10. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Come get some. Come on here. Come get some. He don't want it. Greystone, grab it. Say go.
They'll try to run this one in. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
60 Pittsburgh.
They'll try to run this one in. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Samaje Perine with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Lambeau on for the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Now the pass hauled in by Kenny Stills. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 2nd quarter action, 1:56 remaining. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Watson looking long for Thomas. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Throwing again is Watson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they did incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the 1st half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans. Watson now 6 of 10 in this first half. He's got his guys a 1st down here. To the air yet again, Watson. And a big loss here as he's taken down. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
To try again after the sack. Watson setting up the screen for Miller. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number one. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very low. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Watson going to stay out there as they'll go for it on fourth. Here we go on fourth. Watson buying time to his left. And this is incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And this defense will take over right at midfield. So they'll trudge off the field with a bitter taste in their mouths after that failed fourth down conversion.
Yeah, there'll be a lot of analysis there on the sidelines. Was it the right call? Was it against the right defense? Should they have even gone for it at all? Will that change what they do going forward?
That's caught inside the 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Minshew, first and 10. And that ball is caught by DJ Chark for the Jags touchdown. DJ Chark, his 11th touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to regain the lead.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. Looking to throw it, Minshew. And they're going to get the two-point conversion. This one's caught. And it stretches their lead up to 8. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. You're under 30 seconds to go. Field position not great. Time to call it a half, wouldn't you say?
Well, you know we all have that little extra gene that says let's push the envelope a little bit, right? What needs to be going through the play caller's mind right now, a potential fumbled snap that can get returned, a strip sack that can get returned, right? Any of those types of plays, that should be a deterrent to calling something that could get you in big trouble.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Watson. And the catch made by Hopkins. 15 yards. The Texans pick up the first down.
A gain of 15. First down, Houston.
Watson now 9 of 15 throwing the ball, 60%, and it's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Watson. Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Taylor Rapp with a pick. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in the second half. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Minshew sets to throw. The open man is Shark. It's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Jacksonville first down on a pickup of 17.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Throwing on first down is Minshew. Completes it to Davis. That one goes for 24 yards. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 39-yard line. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. DJ Chark, the intended target, and it's 2nd down.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. They'll keep it on the ground. Adams. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line.
So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But, boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right. You look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game. On 4th down, Minshew. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. So not only do they convert on 4th, but they pick up 22 yards in the process. That one complete. He finds Shark and able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
First and goal at the 5-yard line.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down.
Not a whole lot there after the penalty, but remember, it was 1st and 5, not 1st and 10. So now they can keep grinding out first downs, and good things can happen for them. Just 2nd and short coming up.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. Sliding out of the pocket. And a big loss here as he's taken down. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Colby Listenby, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jaguars are able to... Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast, game second half, no matter what, for those first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever, this was a big score to start the second half. In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do. Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes.
And that's the second sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
And he'll be taken down for a loss back at the 3. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Back to throw, Watson. He finds Hopkins complete. And all the way up to the 49. The Clemson connection. Watson to Hopkins for a big one. 46 yards. The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a first and 10.
54, right there. 54 Mike. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
A shotgun snap for Watson. And Stills bringing it in. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a first and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Mike's 54. Mike's 54.
From the gun, here's Watson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. Now Watson. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Bobby Wagner, the former second-rounder out of Utah State, with a sack. Third and long, it's Watson. Escaping the pressure right. And this is going to be incomplete.
Are we on the same page here, partner? Because I think they had the right idea. Just take what you can get on third and forever.
Yeah, in real life, I'd say yes. It's just these video games are tempting. You want to go downfield with it.
I like the way you evolved.
Yeah.
You know, you learned how to play it the Madden way. Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
It's out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field.
Hey, Haywood.
Now Minshew on first and 10. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our... referee. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
48
Check 41. I'm coming for you.
Now Jackson on first down. He's going to let one fly for Tate. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Well, he decided to air it out a little bit on that play, take a shot downfield, but the coverage was really nice. Able to get a hand in and tip it away.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Jackson now. Going to throw again. Dancing to his left. He's got Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And the Texans scoop it. And this results in 6. Touchdown. This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it. And you know that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And they're within 7 now at 28-21. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they've got the lead here getting late into the 3rd quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
Back now here on EA Sports. It's Jaguar football here, and they'll look to extend their lead as we begin quarter number 4. Jackson is going to fire one deep over the middle, and that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. It's been a struggle for him accruing yards in this game passing the football, so there he said, hey, I'm going to try to chuck it deep, but another incompletion.
Has to be a little bit frustrating because of what you just described. It's been a struggle for him here in the 2nd half, hoping for one big shot to get him out of the doldrums.
And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. This quarterback now 3 out of 5 since taking over as he's given his guys a first down. Looking deep for Adams. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Give him 32 on the play. Jackson now. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's where the physicality pays off. A nice job forcing the contact and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, Coach Ford would have loved that play.
He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down. They'll come out in the pistol. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. Bo Scarborough, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Able to punch it in on 3rd down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating what we have to make the call. They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And the lead now up to 14. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. J.J. Watt, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Watson now to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick, and they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. Of course, they had the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Now a first down run is sniffed out from the start as they'll drop him for a loss of 4. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
SOS, SOS, SOS. Hey, double up, double up.
It's Scarborough again. Space to run past the 20. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Bo Scarborough with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. Finds his tight end Ingram. And he gets in. And no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
I'm coming. Hustle. Right there, 54, right there. 54 Mike. Man, I got you.
Hey, no time now.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Now on the run, he'll throw it back. That's caught at the 25. A big-time play there for the Texans. And even 50 yards. Exactly 50 yards on that last play as they just go from 125 to the other for 1st and 10. To throw is Watson. Rush coming, and he's taken down. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play.
Defense wins championships, baby. Right there, 54, right there.
Another try after the first down sack. Watson, he's got Fuller. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Call it a 4-yard pickup, but it leaves him a few inches short here on 4th down.
Motion. 54
They will indeed snap it to Watson. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Bill O'Brien rolls the dice, but to no avail. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Now, that turnover might just about do it here. 4th quarter, the lead that you've got, they can just run the football, run the clock.
You're exactly right. They played smart, a couple of first downs, and this one should just...
Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Looking downfield for Jones. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Gets by him, and now a little daylight. And at the end of it, he's stripped. Ball comes loose. And the Texans say they have it. They do.
Let's be frank, you hate the fumble at the end of the play, but prior to that, I liked a lot of what was going on. Tucks it down, takes off, picks up good yardage. But in that portion of the field, that close to the sideline,
step out.
Yeah, either get down or get out of bounds. Take care of the ball.
Yeah, he had the yards, but then the mistake. Following the fumble recovery, Watson eluding the pressure right. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked by Ronnie Harrison, and they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
Out of the gun is Minshew. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And this is taken in at the 5. A big third down play there for the Jags. 57 yards.
First and goal at the 2-yard line.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They've got it first and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. They'll run it here with Adams. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Nice job of polishing off that drive, but all the credit there goes to that play prior.
Yeah, it certainly does, because after that big play, I think resistance almost felt futile at that point, didn't it? And the very next play, they come right back, quick, fast, and in a hurry, and put it in the end zone.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. On 2nd and 11 now. Watson, it's complete to Hopkins. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
It's a gain of 25 yards.
A first down carry now for Miller. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Watson, and he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Following the sack, it's now 3rd and long for Watson and the Texans. On 3rd down, Miller. The 7 yards on the carry there, but now they're staring at 4th down. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. On 4th down, Watson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. J.J. Watt, and the Jags take over in terrific field position. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Let's put that team on the block. Zoom, zoom.
Check right. Watch 55.
Get him. Get him. 55.
Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. Throwing right, and that's complete. A big one there for the Jags. 18 yards, 1st down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Set, ready. Go to bench. Drop deep.
They go play action with Jackson. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Dane Cruikshank. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. That's going to set them back 5 yards.
It's your time, baby. We did our part.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Jacksonville, the win here means it'll be a 7-1 first half of the season, and they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile,